Hey everybody, this is Kyle, aka moroniccow here for another video review. Today I will be reviewing Men in Black Alien Crisis. Just to be upfront, this is not going to be a positive review, but there will be one positive aspect about the game, and that is pretty important in my opinion, which I'll get to later and really last. So we start with the title, Men in Black Alien Crisis. This game, although it's not called Men in Black 3, released on the same week as the movie, Men in Black 3, but yet has nothing to do with the movie, which I find odd. Now, normally movie games are garbage, with the exception of X-Men Wolverine, which I thought was a good game. All that I have played have been, but not following really anything closely related to the story of the movie really irks me. It might as well be a completely different game. I mean, they don't have to call it Men in Black. They can call it something different, but they're just cashing it on the title. It's like making a game for the movie WALL-E and making the game centered around Roomba, a robotic vacuum cleaner that has to keep its occupants' room clean of all dirt or else it gets sent out the airlock. I mean, kind of an extreme example, but it's something along those lines. I can overlook the fact that it isn't related to Men in Black other than by association and title if it was a good game, and it's unfortunately not. So I will continue to bash it. So the made-up story is that an art thief is in a museum parking garage and mysteriously comes across aliens inside said parking garage, along with the Men in Black weapons, which I also find odd. He fights his way out of the garage, goes to the Men in Black facility, and gets instantly admitted as an agent after trying to escape. I will leave the recap there because the story really doesn't get much better. So let's talk about game mechanics. Hopefully we can find some good stuff there. This is a controller-based third-person shooter on rails. Yep, I said it. Shooter, controller, and on rails in the same sentence. How much sense does that make? Not a lot at all. None. I can imagine that this was supposed to be a Kinect game in which the on rails would work. But at the last second, it had to be switched to a controller-based game. Completely my opinion, just based on how the game handles. I don't really think I have seen any release like this one. You can move left and right with the left stick and go in and out of cover with the left bumper, but you can't move up or back, which it's just, I don't know. It completely... I don't even know what to say, but it's very annoying when enemies are in places where they can get you, like throw grenades, but you can't get them because you can't move up to just shoot them in the face because of some stupid invisible force field that's in front of you that won't go away until you kill said enemy. So that's the shooting part, which is most of the game, and it's almost always annoying. On to the other aspect of the game, which is the stealth mode. A la a terrible version of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. There are a few parts in the game where you have to shoot cameras, sneak around, kill enemies without being detected, in air quotes. And it's a joke of a, again, in air quotes, mode, and doesn't warrant really any more detail because that's all you do. Finally, the last feature of the game is the flying car scenes. Again, this game hates the left stick, which I don't understand. And it's kind of essential for any game, in my opinion. Like, you have to be able to move, so that's what the left stick's for. But you're expected to aim/shoot and drive your car with the same stick, the right stick. The computer will control the speed for you and will always go forward. But it's your job, again, to only move left and right. This does work better. You know, it is kind of nice that they control the speed for you and go forward. But it's still, aiming still has to be on a separate stick than steering does. It just doesn't make it doesn't make any sense. Like, again, another mode in which Kinect would probably work better with moving your hands, you know. I don't know. There's no doubt that that needs to be different. Now let's talk about the only saving grace of the game, and that's its easy gamer score, and that's what I'm talking about, right up my alley. It took me 7 hours for the 1000 according to Raptor, which is a online tracking website, raptor.com, if you want to check it out. It's pretty cool. So let's say 5 to 7 hours just to be safe, because I did some review footage, which you're seeing right now. And I'm sorry for that, but I had to do it. And maybe some idle time in there as well. But I should have plenty of time to walk everybody through just real quickly the roadmap for the 1000. First, you'll want to do 2 playthroughs. I recommend that just to clean up all the weapon kills. Once you get a kill on, achievement on a weapon as you're playing through, just switch through. A few things to note, as well as make sure to do the abilities. Make sure to upgrade your character or your weapons and abilities so that it's just the easiest possible for you. And that way your weapons and abilities carry over for the hard playthrough, so it's just going to be super easy. And hopefully it made it into the video review, but there's a really quick boss fight of me with my upgraded weapons, and it's a joke. So one thing to keep in mind is that there's a few miscellaneous achievements throughout the game. Chapter 4, at the very end of the chapter, there is a section where you're looking down on some stairs, and it's kind of outside and car, and there's a boss, I believe, and there's like 3 humans to the left, upper left portion of your screen, looking down. And if you scan them, it would be like human, and I think the last one on the right is an alien. You need to scan 2 aliens that are actually, humans that are actually aliens, to get an achievement. So make sure to do that. The nice thing is you can just reload checkpoint and just scan them again. No big deal. You're done with that. On Chapter 7 is the car race game, and you have to dodge all the laser mines. It's going to be very frustrating, but what you want to do is just keep at it. Just keep going at it, and you'll get the pattern down. The first one's like a weave through them. That's easy. The second one is going to take a little bit of a work, but it's first weaving, and then the second part is like going down and then coming back up all the way you can, and then kind of leveling out in the middle real quickly to get the second section. And then the last section to dodge is just kind of luck based, really. Like, I should have probably died, but I didn't. Then finally, once you have all of the achievements and in story mode, you can move to the VR missions. There's one that's a competitive one, takes you like 3 minutes to get 30,000 kills, and you get like 3 achievements, or 30,000 points, and you get 3 achievements for that. And then there's the competitive ones. There's 6 maps, 12 missions. Make sure to do them all, and you'll get your achievement. It is 2-player, but you don't need 2 players for that achievement. You can just have the second controller just sit there and just keep it awake, and you'll be fine. You can advance, and it will just advance for you like it does through the whole game. I've got about 2 minutes left, so I will quickly just give you some tips. The weapon that I used the most was the standard issue pistol. It seemed to do the most damage, I would say, in general. There's actually going to be like the second boss in the game. It's like Cylindra or something, and it's like a flower boss. And at the very end, she like tries to pick you up and eat you. And I was wondering, what the heck, how do I beat her? Because she'd always eat me. And she's got little like leaves kind of like in her mouth. If you shoot those as she grabs you, and you just and they disappear after you shoot them, and she lets you go, and then she'll grab you again. You shoot another one, just rinse and repeat. Really easy to do. You shouldn't have any problems with the boss battles. The last boss is kind of annoying, but it's the last boss. So I'm going to spare the rest of your guys' time. I'm not going to take up the whole 10 minutes. This is a terrible game, so let me finish out some ratings here. Voice and audio, I gave a 1 out of 5, pretty bad. Gameplay, I gave as well 1 out of 5, just because of the issues that I stated. And then finally, achievements, 5 out of 5. It's what made it tolerable. So thanks for suffering along with me on this video review through Men in Black. And check out my podcast as well as my other videos on YouTube. My podcasts are at thisxboxlife.com. I do Achievement Hounds and This Xbox Life. And I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you watching.